Hi and welcome to Black Country Blitz PC Gaming. In the next selection of videos I'm going to do my utmost best to explain what the 15 new sliders that have come out in the 137 beta update for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Trucks is all about. So if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Here we go. Right, just before we go into the sliders, the best way to experience the different sounds within the game now is by putting on a pair of headphones. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. Right then, here we am in Euro Truck Simulator 2. That's the truck I'm driving at the moment, a Mercedes. So let's jump into the sound options. Right, these are the new sounds sliders that SCS software have added in 137 beta. Now, if you've had American Trucks, then these are nothing new because they're exactly the same and a different game. So, what do the sliders do? Well, of course, we all know a truck is the engine, but again, I'm going to start at the top. So, this is number 1. So, I'm going to crank this all the way to the maximum, come out of it, and go back into the game. So, here we am. I've got my Trackir enabled, so I can move around. So, let's start with engine. Now, you might have this configured to your buttons on your wheel or a button box. So, I've got a nice button that says engine start. So, that's what I'm done. So, sat now in the cab, I'll put my parking brake on so I don't want to be rolling. And as I rev the engine, you can hear this Mercedes-Benz. So, what are the new features have we got? Well, we've got windows we can bring up and down. So, let's do the right side. Again, if you don't put a pair of headphones on, you ain't going to hear the right side that good. Tried it through a telly, it don't sound the same. Better with headphones on. And the left side. And with them both down. Now we'll drive a little bit with the windows down. And we'll put the windows back up. As you can hear, it gets a little bit quieter, but of course people who've got headsets, Trackir, Tobii eye tracking or VR, you can just do this anyway and it gets really loud. So that's our first one, and of course I'm going to pull over here, got no indicator sound yet, and kill the engine. Right then, next one, number 2. Number 2 is truck exhaust volume. So again, like before, crank it to the maximum. Back into the game. Of course, the engine's off, so start my engine. Now, right away, we already got that engine sound. What have we got now? These, or the pipe at the back of the truck, yep. Now on this Mercedes, I've only got one exhaust. So, back in the cab, that's with the windows up. Again, I'll demonstrate with the windows down. And left side. And both together. And, of course, we're driving. As you can see, as soon as you take your foot off the accelerators slightly, the sound disappears, so it's there all the while. And there we have the exhaust. Okay, the third one in our new sliders is truck effects. So again, back into the game. And there's a clue what truck effects does. Truck effects is our brakes, or mimic our air brakes. So let's start the engine. It also does our gear changes. So let's get down into a lower gear so I can pull away. So all to do with gear changes. And of course, if you configure the button, parking brake button. I don't know if a truck does it when you, that's deployed it, when you release it. I thought the noise went up as well. We only get it one way, but at least we've got it, yeah? So that is the truck effects. And when you press your foot on the brakes, yep. Okay, our fourth one is truck noise. So again, back into the game. We've got our engine started already from last time. So we'll drive a little bit. Now what this is, I want you to take note of the speed in the middle. So I'm doing 3 miles an hour. And as I get to 8, this sound kicks in. So to me, just going to bring the windows up a bit. It's like when you're young, you stick your head out the car window and you feel the wind in your face. That's the kind of thing it is trying to mimic. Yeah, speed, fast, how fast we're travelling. Yeah. Now I'm glad I'm on a motorway, because that's really got loud now. Yeah. So the faster we go, the louder that noise. Now I'm going to open the windows. Both sides. Stick my head out the window. See how it goes. So let's put my foot on the accelerator again. And brake. Now when it gets to about 8 miles an hour, it goes off. Yeah? Don't kick into about 7, 8, 9 miles an hour. Starts to build up gradually. And of course, the faster you go, the harder it gets, yeah? That is truck effect. Okay, our 5th slider of the new audio sliders is trailer noise. So again, crank it all up. And of course, it's easy one this. But again, I'll show you like before. We can now control the volume when we're picking up trailers. Nice short and sweet one. That is the trailer noise. Okay, our next slider then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is traffic volume. So again, back into the game. So now it's the traffic that's about, if there is any. So what we got? Nothing hardly. Let's have a little drive around, see if we can find some traffic. I'm going to go through the red lights. I'm going to break all the rules. Let's follow this car a bit. Yep. We just park up these traffic lights. Again, I will say when you put your head out the window it gets louder anyway. And that's with both windows down. Right, that is the traffic sounds. Right then, number 7 on the sliders then. And number 7 is world sounds volume. So again, crank it to the maximum, back into the game. And to demonstrate this, I'll drive to a garage, or a garage. Once everything disappears, you can already hear it. Very faint, but as we approach our garage that we own, then this is classed as a world sound. Again, another one would be Workmen, I suppose ferries. Again, you'll have to try that for yourselves. But anything that's like working, you might hear the helicopter. I'm assuming that's what world sounds in. Again, without nothing from SCS software officially, I'm just guessing, but that's what world sound is to me, right? So that's another one done. Right then, number 8 on our list of audio sliders is the ambient sound now. So again, crank it up to the max. Back in the game. And this is ambient sound. Now you could sort of get mixed up with traffic sounds and ambient. Now I think what it is, because we're in a city with a lot of traffic about, this is louder. Yeah. So I'll do the windows up, the other ones. Of course everything gets quieter. I'll bring both windows down a bit. Stick my head out the one window. So I think he's trying to mimic a little bit like the trafficy sounds and other little sounds. I call make art. I mean, we used to have bird sounds. Again, we might do different times of day. I do know for a fact that when you drive overnight out in like far away, these sounds do change. So that's your ambient sounds, yep. Right then. Number 9. What slider is that one? Interior sounds volume. So again, crank it across. So of course, I'm pretty sure what you know what interior sounds are. You've got indicators. If you've got them configured on your wheel, you've got turn your lights on, normal lights, high beam on and off, window wipers, different speeds. What else have we got? We've got a parking brake, so we've got 2 sounds for parking brake. That's one. Remember, release it off. We've also got the sound of the windows up and down as well. On the left side. Now what I thought was fun, I don't find out this till a bit later on. Let's do a little bit of driving. I'll wait for these couple of wagons to go. Now, with this, if you move the wheel a bit more aggressively, so let's build up a bit of speed. This will kick in a minute. Yeah, it's like you're being tussled apart inside your cabin, yeah? You know, as you move, as you would move, again, you ain't going to drive down the road like, but you can hear, you know, like say a chair moving or something. I'm just going to be quiet so you can hear them. Yeah, interior sounds, something totally different, yeah? Right then, to make this not so long, the next 5 sliders I'm all going to bunch together because they're to do nothing within the game as such. Yeah, I need 2. So we've got radio volume, of course that is simple. When you choose to put the radio on or play your own songs, that is the volume for that. So of course, I ain't going to demonstrate it because I don't want to get ad for copyrights. You know what YouTube's like. The next one is our sat navigation volume. So whichever you use, that is a slider to listen to the sat nav lady or the sat nav man. This next slider, music volume, I have no idea. Now, what I thought it was if you play the radio, that's the volume for that. If you play your own music, then that's the volume for that. Well, that ain't the case. So that one I'm stuck on. I ain't come back to that one. Game sounds, I can demonstrate that. That is when we do this. Yep, clicky. That's game sounds. So again, if you don't need to hear it, turn it off. Now this one, is it UI or UL? Music volume. I got ad for copyrights for using this, and it's this. Thank God I got a volume switch to turn it off. I ain't interested. But that's what it is. The next one is, of course, when the game loads up. Simple as you get that nice big emblem with Euro Truck Simulator 2 or American Trucks. Actually, I do like to hear that. So that is the volume for that. That'll be on constantly. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these little videos. Doing my best to help out in these hard times with the coronavirus going on. So SCS software, if you're looking, can you help us out and tell us what the music one volume does? I can't stand playing guessing games. Anyway, until next time, take care, stay safe, stay indoors, and truck from home, even though the event's finished. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And as we say here in the Black Country, ta-ra a bit.